Hey everybody, how's it going? Back here once again. We're streaming another RPG. This time a little bit bigger than Star Ocean last night, which I enjoyed. Had some nice surprises with that, and now it's Final Fantasy 16 time. It arrived less than an hour ago, or I got it an hour ago. So, ready to start it. It literally, I guess technically finished installing right before I started recording. So that's good, but I played a little more of the demo. If you watched the demo video, I am probably about 30 minutes past that. I don't know where the demo ends, but I've heard it's good enough that, people pre-order it that weren't otherwise, looking to do that. So that's kind of an interesting thing to happen for a main single-player Final Fantasy game. I'll just getting a drink here real quick. Yeah, because I would say this is probably the first Final Fantasy game I played at launch since... Let's see, I didn't do it for 15, not for 13, 12 probably. That was 2006. Again, 3 games ago. Was, no, 4 games technically. That was 17 years ago. That's wild. And then, what? I was there for 11 at launch. 14 was not at launch. 10 was not at launch. None of the others, I think. I think it's 12 and 11 and 12 are the ones I've been there at launch. Now 16. So, that's cool. I don't know, maybe I got Final Fantasy 15 from GameFly. I don't think so. I don't know where I would have gotten that, but either way, we're ready to go. Let's hop in. Let's pull in my save from the demo, so it will continue where young master, what's his face? You know what? I can do this in Joshua Rossfield. This is still one of the coolest parts. It's like, hey, what's going on here? There's some bad stuff going on at Phoenix Gate, the castle we are in, and we're playing as the young master. Oh crap, I didn't even know his sword could do that. He is the dominant, his older brother is not. Well, somebody has ransacked the castle, so that's what we're going and doing here. I was not expecting to play as the brother. Oh! Oh. He's not using his sword, he's just doing like, what if I did a sword-like motion with my fire? That's neat.
They're our allies.
Yeah, why would they do this? The Empire, I guess, has invaded and stormed the castle and trying to destroy as much of it as they can. Who's gonna run on the fire? Okay, up there. Is there anything down here? I am on quality mode. Okay. There's nothing else here. I'm curious to see if how this runs and looks and all that. Which seems like it's running alright. Been a lot of hubbub about the performance mode and quality mode in this game, so I'm kind of curious to see more of that.
I am the dominant.
Yeah, like you do. Oh. And yeah, this particular thing that's going on very much has a lot of Game of Thrones vibes, which I guess makes sense because that's apparently a big influence that they had for the story.
Tyler! Damn it! His wounds are deep.
I can save him.
Iraga.
Your Highness,
Oh, I love that two of the early big people in your story are named Tyler and Wade. I don't know, those don't feel like medieval fantasy type of thing. We get to play as him now? I was gonna say, is this Clive?
Clive!
Joshua, come here.
Don't hug him or anything.
Tyler, you're hurt.
I'll survive. Thanks to His Highness. Your Grace, Lord Murdoch.
All right.
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
I'm in your debt, soldier.
I still think the king here
Thank you, Your Grace.
has a very Dragon Quest look to him. Just that hair is a very Dragon Quest kind of look.
The rear gate.
Clive's look is very Final Fantasy. Clive and Joshua here. Why didn't you do anything, Al? What's wrong with you?
Omnia lost Alan to Isar Gelif. May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
Oh, is that the mom?
The
I have to
north gate's
say-
up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
I remember, which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
So this guy looks like he was a part of
I will do my duty.
the crew that stormed
You
the
must do
castle.
your duty too.
I could be wrong on that.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Yeah, this blonde man. Rodney Murdoch. Maybe that's what's a stolus? I was capable of transmitting the thoughts of others, particularly those with whom they are attuned. Third eyes. Store these thoughts. Is that what the crystal is in their head? My will is now thy burden, never clept our bond shall be. Okay. Wild stuff. Time for us to mess these people up and take them out. There's also the guy that trained us at the beginning of the game. Oh, more of that? Okay. They didn't give me any potions since we got back.
We're too late. Everyone's dead.
mean, we're fine. Who cares about them? Is that the one we came in this side? Okay. For a second I thought we might have had multiple places we could go. Jeez, they're giving me these potions for no reason. Definitely nothing is going on. Wait, what? Insufficient inventory space. Okay. Why are you guys shish kebabbing these bodies?
Let none escape.
As you command. You take care of that spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied.
Oh. Wait. We already get him? Yeah, trying to get the handle on that magic burst stuff.
That's them done. Are you
That
all
wasn't
right?
so hard.
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
Whoa, 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 oh. Okay.
Brave, look out!
Alright. Cinematic evasion.
May I have this dance?
He's an
It's good
imperial
use to the
recruit.
Final Fantasy
And you are the
theme.
shield who was blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it was safe.
Square just as an opponent attacks to parry the strike, temporarily slowing time and leaving the opponent to a counter. I was definitely trying to parry and not just...
Stay still, damn you!
The dodge is the thing I'm kind of having trouble with. And it only goes towards them. It's not a dodge. Staggered. Come on, buddy. Oh, jeez, they're getting torn up here. Alright, we're doing some good damage here. He's got some cool abilities, though. Boom! Yeah, I fought a Morble, which is the plant monster.
You're going to regret that, boy.
Oh. Got him halfway down this stagger, so he kind of gets a little mini stagger. Oh. Staggered again. Why aren't you helping, buddy? I was out of the way there. Boom! Get him on that. Night of the Blinding Dawn slain. And no crab free. That's exactly. We leveled up, so that's good. I think we should be getting relatively close to when the demo ends, but who knows. So the ends on a very good note.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
So, they sent in the Dragoons. Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads.
Take
It's
heads.
done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look.
I don't know.
We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must hurry. Take your steed.
My seed.
What is that?
Uh-oh. Did you say I love you? Is that the mom? You're too stylish to die here today. Far too pretty.
Uncle,
There he is. There's our good boy.
Goodness.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Rosalith to rally our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
Uh-oh.
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run! No! Hey.
Oh! Holy crap.
Traitors! Your Highness!
Blow him away.
You must do your duty too. You have to keep Father safe.
I have to. I had to. Clive,
I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Uh-oh.
Kill him! Now!
Phoenix.
Yep, the Phoenix. You done messed up.
The Phoenix!
Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this! lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him. No, my lord. Fall back. Climb.
Oh, look who it is. Oh. Not a good time for chocobos.
Thank you, Carl. You saved my life. Get her on her feet and run. Please. Joshua, are you in pain? Not now. Come on! You're his shield. Do your duty. Save him.
Save him!
My lord? What in the name of...
Well. Ifrit?
Second icon of fire. That's impossible.
Who are you? It's me! No! Leave me alone!
Ooh, boy.
Stay away from me! Stay away or I'll kill you!
Alright, triangle, aim, evade. Oh, is this the thing we were doing earlier?
I'll kill you, Icon! I'll kill you! Icon?
Now we got like a formal meter for this fight.
No, this cannot be!
Jeez, where the heck are we?
There is only one Icon of Fire!
Ooh. Cinematic evasion.
Is this the repository? He's destroying everything!
Oh, wait, what? That was one?
You'll bring the castle down, and everyone with it! I
Got it. Jeez, stay in one place, buddy. I don't know if you have to dodge that stuff or not.
I made a promise to my brother. And I mean to keep it.
It's not doing any canonical damage there.
I will do my duty.
Doing a bunch of heavy damage now. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're taking any damage on those bits. Damnation in.
I won't let you hurt them.
Hellfire. Dodge, dodge. Wow. Holy crap, wow. So if I had hit him some more, we weren't that far from beating him. Yeah. There's that. Do I need to just hit triangle a bunch? I've just been holding it.
I won't let you hurt them.
There we go. Okay, that was the problem.
Too late.
What do you mean too late?
My flames may flicker, but they shall never die.
Oh. Icon of Fire vanquished. No loot. They've only gotten loot once so far in this game. Oh. Okay. Who is the human form? Is it Clive? Joshua will be really mad. He hurt his brother. Okay.
Toggle?
It is Clive.
No! Stop it! Take your hands off my brother!
Help me!
I guess it's not.
Clive!
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Joshua! Stop it! Stop it! I swore I would protect him! Please! Please! Stop it! Joshua! No! Murderer.
That's not great.
I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
There's no reason for that language. The Dragoons again.
Please!
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped. Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain? Joshua was my world, and now he is gone. I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
So she's teamed
I
up
see.
with the Empire.
Your Grace, over here.
Is Clive still alive?
The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right place.
Take this one.
Okay. Wow.
Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
A Xiaojia. There we go. There's our Final Fantasy logo. Take another one there. "13 years. We're in the mess of everything that was at the very, very beginning of the game. Yeah, the Dhalmekian Republic.
Welcome back. Sorry. What's our situation? Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier. And?
It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's. I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting.
Okay.
After you do, that is.
That was a hell of an intro.
Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
Hey. The iconic abilities Scarlet Cyclone and Heatwave for the Phoenix are now available for acquisition. Upgrading the abilities tab in the main menu. As acquired, new abilities must be equipped on the gear and icons
How do they
tab.
expect us to kill something that can do this?
Yeah, shut up. I got stuff to do. Abilities. Okay. I got 300. Oh. So I'm guessing they're going to appear all around this based on abilities I pick. Okay. Ooh, look at this thing. I think we'll
They don't. Only the girl
not worry about
holding
it.
its leash.
There we go. So, let's see how this stuff goes. Yeah, we kept the one bracer we got dropped. Otherwise, nothing else dropped. There are these things which I don't. Let's see. Quick, Clive will automatically use a potion. I think we'll keep going on this. Maybe use that one for
The old trails are
evasions.
It'll be hell finding a way out.
Do you think a retreating army and their dominant will fare any better?
Yeah, things haven't gone well here, have they?
By the flames.
Whee! Can I jump off? No. Okay. This is not Lord of the Rings Skull. Where they're like, yeah, sure, you can jump off, you're gonna die, but you can do that if you want. Oh, I was hoping I could jump over that way. I might turn on the frame rate mode, because this is just being weird enough that I might prefer it. Like, these things are making enough noise that I don't like the sound of it.
Did you hear that?
Down there.
Hear what?
So, Titan has knocked the fight out of our Ironblood friends. Where are the rest of them? That can't be the main host.
Wait. Our fortunes have turned, Sergeant. It's her.
The Dominant? Are you certain?
The Crystalline Orthodox is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that Dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin. Only their priests are allowed to perform the rites of priming. And I see many.
We end this quickly. Schreiskart! Adioninir Sagarid!
Please.
Lacerated lass.
Jada! Must be Isla!
Prime or the girl dies. This... Shiva is the Ice Queen, I guess, the Warden of Ice, yeah. Dominance, bastards. Branded men pressed into servitude for their ability to wield magic. Man, what's the branded soldier? Able to cast powerful magics, yet entirely disposable. They're often placed in the front lines. Okay, so...
What Alvation Naukin, Alan Scully asked.
Oh, I could do this, but... I'm guessing she is going to join our party?
Avis, care to kill some Ironblood? Gladly. Wyvern, you focus on the target.
Understood.
That's enough.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh.
Much appreciated.
We should enlist her help. She seems pretty cool. What? There we go.
Orders, Sergeant! Stop talking and move!
Fucking icons.
Icon? She's not even fully primed!
I will not have their blood on my hands.
Better orbit.
Blizzaga! Oh. Boom. She's done. Oh, no. There we go. Sorry. We got it down to like 99.9%. And loot? Loot. No loot. Okay, good. These are materials, consumables, materials. Yeah. Cut off her head. It's what you needed, right?
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you waiting for?
No, that's not you. Not here.
Oh, is that the girl?
I'll bloody do it then.
Wow. Okay. They certainly aren't pulling their punches, are they?
We've got company, Wyvern.
Hmm.
What the hell are you doing?
Lord Ohilda Vendra!
Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards!
We're just doing a little quick maintenance here. Okay, we're good.
Sorry, Jill.
We're gonna go for a bit. Maybe another hour and a half to 2 hours. We'll see. Hey, look at
What's
you.
wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her.
Know her? Look around you! Do you think any of these animals
What's this?
care?
Oh, is that what they call their finishers?
Stay down!
Boom! All y'all's is dead.
Now that that's done,
Here we go. This is fun.
I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
I can't. I won't.
You would betray the Holy Empire?
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your Emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty. I just fight to survive.
Very nice.
And you think I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she.
Let's find out.
Yeah, there we go.
Wyvern! Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, Sergeant. I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a
Oh, you jerk.
Then you will die, as you should have 13 years ago.
My man!
Oh, what?
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand. Take your head.
Okay, R1's dodge. That's why I'm... Okay.
By a traitor's blade.
Tiamat bested. I think it's a new level. Yep. Level 10 or 11. Oh, okay. Meteorites. Meteorites. Well, this is good. We can kill them all. That's not too hard. Well, they do like to find some fun ways to do stuff here. So that's cool. Could that be? Torgal. Is that Wade?
This way.
Oh, Sid.
Bloody wind. Well, come on then.
Fuck. Fuck.
I have heard about Sid. Oh, that makes sense now. She is the...
Dear, my proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare. I expected more from the mighty Titan.
Let me just see if that's still her. Barnabas is not the only one with whom she shares a special bond. So that's not the mom? Is that just different from the mom? I don't know. That's the one thread I'm not 100% sure on.
You put the Ice Queen on her back. No doubt. But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were a fucking snake, Sid. Gather the men. We have work to do.
Should have named her Benedicta. Dicka. After the famed Chicago Bears coach. Just be more fun that way, wouldn't it? Da Bears.
Jill. Is it really you? And who's this fine hound I see before me?
A fine hound who saved your life, that's who.
Torgal.
Aye?
His name is Torgal.
You two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands. Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the Chocobo type. Clive Rosfield. Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumors that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for.
Oh boy.
None the worse for wear.
Yeah, we have information. Yep, that's Jill Bork. Okay. It's Adolphus Telamon. Clive thought his end was nigh until Sid appeared and spirited him and Jill away to his secret hideaway in the Deadlands. And of course, Torgal. Must be a hell of a dog, because he was a kind of a puppy. Now he's 13, 14-ish, I guess.
Back her up.
Not another step. I mean it.
Well, I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right.
Duvan's very whiny sounding, at least.
Join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan'll have our heads.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, this is the whole thing. They showed at the State of Play a few weeks ago, month ago maybe, I don't know when that was. I could double check, but I don't think it's a big deal, but hey, fun stuff. But yeah, here we go. Now to the real open world, or the map. as was the big castle here. Is this voxel? No, it looks like it could be. Might just be very big stuff. Okay, so we're here and we're going here. The hideaway? Okay. Let's get a look at the map here.
Not much further now.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye, you. The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbors.
The last place anyone would think to look.
Home sweet home.
This is not a bad place if you're into it. Understand what's going on all around here, so there you go. Certainly an interesting place. Oh, Moogle.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nous. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
You're back.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the Dominant.
How cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
Well, None will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
Let's see what this whole place has to offer. There we go. Ooh. Hide away. You'll map your current area. Main scenario destinations are marked with that. Okay, the white ads. What are you doing, buddies? And you could... Alright. The storeroom. Or the prison. Yeah, the cells.
Another newcomer. You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars.
Through the bars. Not so much for that area. The faucets. Oh.
Sid once told me, the Blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
They're gonna make the switch over to performance mode.
your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that. You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now.
Born as a slave.
Leave me be.
Not until you've had your medicine.
Oh, you sprained it too?
These apples are all foul. Would you rather you went without?
Yeah, shut up, kids. What else do we have here? There's the infirmary. It's upstairs. That chocobo.
I suppose I'll be needing a new sword.
You reckon he's a soldier then?
Be surprised if he wasn't. If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Most concerning.
Poisoned man.
I think he'd have time for a nip with old August before scampering back to his solar, but no.
Lonely, are we, August?
Spoony Bard.
Struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll he knew his fate and would fight it to the end.
Well, what do you think? I woke this morning.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on these steps.
Well, they suck. Alright, we'll head to the main point here.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her. All right. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequa Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the Dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of stuff happened.
I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Yeah, will you join us?
Cid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
avenged.
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
The Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Let's make ready then. You'll find everything you need down in the main hall, as well as a few things you don't. Have fun.
The main hall. Well, I guess technically we should go this way. But yeah.
He's in... Oh no.
Goots, was it? Perhaps you can help. Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is then.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Let's get outfitted.
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? I've no time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
How about this booze?
Do you want that or not? I can take it back.
Oh, damn you, Goots.
Goots.
All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
Alright. Crafting a new gear as well as upgrading of his existing gear can be done with the blacksmith. As long as you have the recipe and proper materials. Alright, we got... Nobody's ever done this before. Oh, we can make a belt. Sure.
And the belt sees a square. You want anything else, you bring your own materials.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
Alright.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
Something's changed in the hideaway. A notice will appear in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. In addition to stock updates. Charon's Toll. Notes from new quests, new missives, and many other things. Okay.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
I see I'm busy here. What do you want?
What do you want? What do you want? Got nothing here. Wait. Don't I have a broadsword? Or do I need... do that. With iron bracers.
No scratches, right?
I can upgrade that with that. Let's see if there's anything else here. That with the meteorites, which is, what, 23? It's 23 as well. I guess me 2 extra health? Is that what that's saying? Yeah, 2 HP. It's not much.
And?
Might be best to just hold on that. See if meteorite is the thing I get more of, or not.
Seeing as you're new, let me share a word of warning. Keep your hands out of the stores, or I'll cut them off and crate them with the others.
Ooh. Tough girl.
Teasing. We feed the hands to the dogs.
She's also branded too. I guess it makes sense. Hey, Goots.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Come on, nearly there.
You, blankets, quick as you like. All right, we make him comfortable while the bed's made up.
Is that scarring how you get rid of the branding?
Stand there. Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me?
Me? Why do I gotta do stuff? I'm just a goof. There's that. This is just where we're gonna see what's up. Is you Otto?
Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate, you won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Taya. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Was Taya the one looking after Jill?
What are you doing? Why are you just staring? Mr. Boxman.
Escape their masters in the Imperial capital. By the look of those bruises.
Hey. They need you down
Your
there.
friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
You were assuming I wanted to get down with my girl, Jill. We had all that action, like, we gotta stop that. We need to talk for a while. A little bit of pop-in stuff, but nothing too bad.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
Okay. Liking this a lot so far.
Another fine day at the Hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains.
Let's see. Bears. Without a crystal. Okay.
By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Right.
Ooh. She's got me potions.
And thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
This could use like a 1.25 speed up. Side quests unlocked. Oh god. Do I need 4 pages to explain quests? I guess for some people they might. Side quest. Thousand Tomes and the Orchestrion. For songs collected.
I need supplies for my journey to Lostwing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Some coin. Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops. Okay. That's what I need for the upgrade stuff. Yeah, I already had Iron Bracer. Oh, can I have 3 of them? How much skill? 516, okay. I'm not gonna buy any potions. Unless I can sell stuff. Let me sell this crap. I don't know. Apologies. Been a long week. Broadsword. Yeah, I guess. I decide if that's what I want to do. Maybe not right now.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a guiltier name. You're taking his side now. And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
See, we didn't spend any money and we get free stuff.
Thank
Where's that
me.
money?
Thank your dog.
Alright, let's go. Gotta hold it, because... the Arete Stone is now accessible. We are going to shower you with every little icon we can. The virtual battlescape provides a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manner of enemies. Okay. That's where we can go and challenge ourselves. Nope. Really? They're gonna force us into this? That's dumb. Gotta go into training mode. Here we go. Am I supposed to be doing something? Yeah, what's this all about? Okay, I guess that's all. Just need to see that we could do that. Which I guess that's cool. Like, I think games need more of that stuff for big long games. Make it easier for you to learn what you were doing, how you play the game. So we got potions.
Yeah.
No, I got more
It's you
stuff to
honest
do.
the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
No, we're not. No. No, let's not. I got more. What's going on? So we dropped some frames. I apologize for that. Locations are unlocked. Waymarks. Okay. Okay, looks like everything should be okay now.
Do you think we should go and help?
Don't think I haven't noticed you stealing.
What you got, buddy?
A new face, and dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The fat
We've got the
Chocobo
same
is a very
facial hair.
demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
I don't see why not.
Sure, let's try this out.
And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful. They're hot.
They're hot?
Oh, meal. How long has it been? Yeah.
You don't have to make this a whole thing.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. You left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the Hideaway is the home I never knew. And a mighty fine one at that.
Mighty fine. Well, okay.
Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect, the old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad, and keep up the good work.
Alright, last one's over here. I'm just gonna go without moving the camera. This fellow. No? This one, okay. Mr. Bookman.
Well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last
All
one.
right.
I'd better let Kenneth know.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the Hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's,
It's a hell of a name.
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Let's see what's in the 1,000 tomes.
Notes that might interest you. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Oh.
You wish to study the tomes?
As where all of the info is going to be stored. All the characters we met. Or seen, I guess. I don't know if we have to actually, like, stop and look into the things. I don't know if that's the whole thing. It's like, here's all these extra things, like the dominance and all that kind of stuff. That's cool.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Of course.
All done, I presume? Splendid.
They were bearers. All 3 of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Indeed. Equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves.
Equality, but no black people or anybody that's not white.
To give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the Hideaway, we are free. Truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Cid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will. Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
Sure. Sure. Some Weirites, so that's cool. There's something over here. Oh. Lie across the realm waiting to be plundered. If you find one, don't hesitate to kick it open and reap the bounty. Oh, this?
The Ironblood were quick to sound the retreat once Titan turned up.
That was the orchestration. What else do we have here? We did the... Okay, the 1,000 Tomes. Orchestration. Yeah, that thing. Oh, is there a quest up there?
Where to next?
For now, we'll rest.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial.
Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
I'd be happy to.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. All right, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
Sure. If that's something we can do here, then I will do it. Yeah, that's over here. Wait, we're at the top. Okay.
You another one of Cid's strays?
Yeah, in here. You have
Excuse
wood.
me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, Master Carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Here we are. I'd better get this to... Geoffrey, was it?
Geoffrey. Try for them chickens. Gotta sidestep them chickens.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
We got one plank.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for? Now stop fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
I'm not staying, but I'll do all these side quests for you. So it'll get me 5 experience points. Okay, meteorite, so we can upgrade a couple of our items now. And a gill bug. Okay, that's a valuable. Oop. Is he in here? Or is that the... Yeah, it's over here.
Make it quick. What do you want?
Make it quick. What you want? Reinforce. Yeah, we already have that. It's this. And we don't have broadsword, so... but I can get a broadsword +1. Let's reinforce.
That should do you.
Okay, so I'm not so worried about the meteorites.
Later. That it? Fine.
Well, now, until I talk to her and get a broadsword.
Look what the curl dragged in. Go on, then. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Well? Not saying Fordian, do you? Yeah, that should do you.
Raptor upgrade 5. Okay, we did that. Let's see, we did that, and now we got here. Okay. Could have upgraded our attack, but defense might be a little bit important for the time being. Is this everything? It seems like it. Dealt with all that. Seem to be all the side quests we have. So I think we're okay for how's that for the next quest? These are all the ones we've done before. It's badge of metal. Okay, sure. Oh, did my other people take the items with them? Oh, that's annoying. I guess also you could explain it's been 13 years. Maybe you don't want to do that then? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do any of this just yet. So I might hold on for that. But let's save, because I have not done so yet, so save a new one. Go. Evade. The way I would want this is I would want iconic feat to be evade and have R1 do the dash thing. Let's see what else is here. Animal instinct, that's probably what we're gonna get with what's his face. There we go. And we need to go to Greatwood. Get back onto some combat. Ooh. There we go. Twitch player decided to stop playing.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
And I told you we're outlaws. You want every bounty hunter in Storm harrying us from here to the Holy Capital? Besides, what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor?
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. But a place like this still exists is a miracle in itself. Bloodflies and all.
We'll be back in Imperial land soon. You alright?
Never better.
Sounds like it.
There he is.
That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
Banning Embers. And the party will fight alongside Clive. Item shortcuts and pet commands. Sick, attack, heal. Okay, Ravage. Was the Ring of Timely Assistance removes the need for giving Torgal commands. Heal automatically based on the current battle situation.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts? There'll be deadly beasts. Nothing a trained
Hey.
assassin can't handle.
How reassuring.
Is that gonna be a trophy?
You're welcome for that and the shortcut.
Nope. Ooh. Frame rate kind of feels a little rough. That might be the way I'm viewing it here on my PC. Eee.
Maybe they're friendly like Torgal. Oh, maybe they're not.
Hey, look at that.
We still have a way to go.
The weird doggies. Okay, so yeah, I think I saw a little bit of that in the demo. So they just throw the XP on you without a big screen for that. So that's good. Big giant lizard.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Poor sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Okay. Let's see what's all around here.
Remember when I said there'd be deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs in these parts aren't much better.
Anyone needs to mention this now.
It's over.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
3 pinches of magic ash. Yeah, collect that magic ash. Exactly what we like.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Get out our
Some say
glider
there was a
and
time
get
they
over
blocked
there.
out the stars. Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on.
Was this thing magic, or is it attached to his armor in some way? The sword hilt, or the sword thing, whatever. More weirites? 2 sharp fangs. Oh, it's like this is gonna be a fight area. Whee! Shocked.
A wyvern.
I can see that. Doesn't have to be a friend of yours, does he?
Wait, what is this trophy? Shift. What? What? I need to acknowledge this trophy. Shift. What? What is this trophy? What? Oh God. Oh my God. Ugh. Jeez. Well, that's the whole thing. Okay. Oh.
Too slow.
Let's go. There we go. Enemy slain. Can you put the name in there? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, story moment?
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
Where's Torgal at? I just want to pet you, Torgal. potion.
Well, it appears we won't be going this way. I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
At least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
What? Why trust in your own animal instinct when you don't have an actual animal at your side? That's fine. I'm looking in the corner, Torgal. Thought you'd know that. That way. There's just enough stoppage to keep you from being like, this is the only way I'm moving.
Well, they look not too happy. Ambulance, it's not my fault. It's over.
Stay down.
This is stupid. I like wolves.
I don't think they care, Sid.
Boom.
It's over.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't.
No, I know about this ability. I'm looking around in case I missed something, game. You don't need to sit here and backseat play it. I don't know. Again, another place to fight. Yeah, this could use more accessibility in terms of customized controls instead of just 3 control schemes. You know, let me move some stuff around. Maybe it'll be worse than this, the default control schemes, but maybe it'll be better. Alright, what's this?
You'd better hope so.
Hey, buddy.
Shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
What? Still short. Just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly.
Oh, I knew that was coming. What? Oh. Oh.
That's better.
They do seem to have like the the cool thing that God of War does, where the individual body parts will kind of shake as you're hitting them.
Not this time.
I learned from Pikmin to avoid that crap. Though I don't get that one now.
Someone's got the hump. Where he
Oh.
stops, no one knows.
Oh! Oh. I wasn't anticipating a body slam. Oh. Too slow.
This time. Not this time.
Not this time. Too close. Oh. That was pretty close, though. We're getting there. Oh. Hey, staggered. Get him. Yeah, there we go. Fafnir of the North slain. Hell yeah. Alright. We're looking good. No loot? Okay. Oh, materials. Dumb materials. No meteorite as far as I've seen, so. We're lacking that. So far. Uh-oh.
Come on. Stand back.
What is this? You could have done this the whole time? Oh, good.
You're dominant.
I am. Aye. Well, not by choice, mind. Old bloody Rome of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Ramu saw fit to home.
Cid, you say you want to help dominants and bearers. But what's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind of choice. A place where we can die on our own terms.
Okay. I kinda get what he's after. I beat you! Right in your crotch. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought they were gonna put that in the transition point.
Clive, what exactly do you plan on doing when you find this dominant?
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother, and cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
You don't get subtitles for this stuff? Well, that was fun. Torgal, what's up? That way? Okay, we'll go this way. Around a little bit. Oh, cool. Okay, good job, Torgal.
I feel good, boy.
See that river? We follow her upstream and we'll be in Lost Wing in no time.
In no time. Right.
It's over there. Oh.
That's enough.
Yay, there we go. Let's see here. Yep. There's a thing. Look at these things. Boom, done. Did we get full health for leveling up? Yeah, that means I shouldn't level up as much as I have been. Okay, we don't have a map at all. Okay. Should I just be checking this every once in a while, like looking at stuff? That way. Here we go. Oh. Alright. So let's go to explore, because you get some extra stuff here. All this kind of stuff. Wait, why did you say it was going... That way was where we're supposed to go. There's our meteorites. Alright. I get it, Torgal. Then what was up here? Kill the enemies here. Yeah, where's the path up? There it is. No? Oh, this is the path up. There it is. No, there was a side path. Okay, this is it. 'Cause yeah, there's this area. Up here. Yeah, there's a side thing here. Yeah, that's where that goes. The Torgles point me in weird directions. Alright. Probably at least finish this mission. See what else we can do.
Scout.
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
Is this gonna take over? Okay. Oh, look who it is.
And?
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Excellent. We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
Woman.
Benedicta Harmon, commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
You! Weapons on the...
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any more things I'd be clicking on here.
Ground Imperials!
Let's get this over with then. At least they're not giant lizards.
What are they deal for this?
Boom! Right up your butt. Cinematic clash. Just orange like this during a pivotal moment in battle. Okay. Disappeared? Nope. Oh.
Not this time.
Boom!
Not this time.
Oh. Oh, that's pretty good right there. There we go. That's some good stuff here. Badge of Might. Okay, another meteorite. So we got some more upgrade materials there.
They thought we were Imperials.
Well, you do look the part. Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria, and one blessed by the Phoenix at that.
Ew, there we go. Okay.
Speaking of which, I wonder, does the other Icon of Fire give blessings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lostwing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
I think the blood texture on their swords are the same between them. Available in Hideaway's Arete Stone. Okay. So I think you can like replay them in like an arcade mode, I guess they would call them. Sort of a scored kind of thing. Because it's the... If you don't know, the combat director on this game was the combat director on Devil May Cry 5 and maybe some of the other DMC games. But yeah, he very much kind of available quests. Okay. Well, let's go here, see what's going on. Got a little more time here to go, so that is good. Double check something. Okay. Trying to make sure we're not getting low on space. So obviously this is a game that's...
So much for arriving before sunset.
Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The Fallen Ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
Okay. Platooning with an obelisk allows Clive to travel quickly to the location via both the world map and the local map. Okay. This is the next section of quest.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
All right. Yep, looks like we got a good ways to go. Still. This way? No? Oh. I see sparklies. There's one up here, I think. Was there one up here? I guess not. This is just this stuff kind of shining a little bit. And there's some stuff down there, so maybe some things over there. He automatically rolls over this stuff. There's one. Get some shinies here and see where they might be. Yeah, there's some stuff that's kind of shimmering a little bit.
Figures up ahead.
But are they friends or foes?
There we go. Let's explore a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, there's a house up here. I think it's the one. Boom. No way in these buildings? I guess that makes sense. Okay. There was another thing over here. A structure of some kind. Okay. Oh, this. Okay. Then that's it. Let's go see what Lost Wing has for us. Oh, we've done a little bit of fighting.
Stay down.
More Waluders. But why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
And apologies if I'm shaking the camera around a lot. I'm just trying to get a good glimpse of what's going on around here. There we go. The Holy Empire of Sanbreque. Getting a good look at this game.
No sign of the Royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scout. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle. I don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, I was gonna look at the trophy list a little bit. Oh, they've hidden a lot of the stuff here. There's one for dealing 50,000 damage while staggered.
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
You miss me? I'm flattered, but let's stick to the plan.
That's what we're doing.
That sounds like a child.
On the bridge?
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army. And we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
There's a lot of trophies here. Oh, there is one for petting Torgal, but it's for a certain amount of times, and I'm not gonna do that unnaturally. Oh. Chocobo stew. a little bit dark. Really? We're in story mode, you can't jump more than 2 feet. That would break immersion. Yeah, I know where they want me to go. I'm just looking around, seeing what other stuff's going on around here. Oh, well, there's all these people. Oh.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but...
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
How do you get 100 yards ahead of you? But now it looks like he stopped.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind. And the King!
Ugh. Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta! Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored. Boo.
is that thing? If this means what I think it does, then Cid has some explaining to do. This time.
Oh.
You better be on your way, Cid. There's a good boy. You lose.
There we go. Chirata slain. Got a bunch of gold, or gil. Magic to Ash, Sharp Fang, Cleric's Medallion. I didn't put that other one on, did I? I'm a ding dong. Ding dong dum dum.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Sorry to interrupt that.
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
So, Cidolfus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm sure if you get up there, you could
she's
take him out. Okay. Not like we just chased the guy down.
Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
Yeah. All right.
So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. I thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
Well, this is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
They're gonna end this part of the game. Now it's Spoony Bard, so yeah.
Whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it spanned as the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive.
and through the
Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
What?
13 years ago.
What are you talking about?
I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
Uh-oh. Meanwhile...
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze?
Is this Joshua?
Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle.
See what's there. Norvant, Crystal Fetters, what? Oh. So it keeps them from doing any sort of magic stuff.
With them.
Even them hidden like this makes me wonder who it is. If it's somebody we would even know about, or if it's just a mysterious character that we'll find out about.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Caer Norvent?
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the Caer and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
No. I won't be that stupid. Alright, finally we get some control here. Well, except for this. So progress new weapons and items will come available at the Hideaway's trading post.
Now that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
Alright, Torgal. Alright, so this looks like another... Yeah, we got a shop and all that. Alright, we'll meet them and then we will call it.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Okay, this is technically better. I mean, we got plenty of stuff, so... Yeah, it's a little bit worse. Not like I have to equip it right now. We can get some... Okay. What's... Tattered slip of parchment upon which has been hastily scrawled several bars of music to the orchestra. Okay. Max out on all that stuff. Okay, we'll buy that.
Ah, yes.
No.
I hope it's to your liking. I trust it's all here.
Technically that's better, but I kind of want to see upgrade stuff, but...
You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Quinten.
Quinten, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quinten here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own Dominant of Fire?
A Dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
haven't.
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked.
He knows me.
Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma. As a favor to Cid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
Booze. Oh.
May the mothers guide you.
What?
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Take a look at one of these, see how it goes.
Ah, Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Cid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have done.
Thank you.
It's a lot more than I thought it would be. It's a lot, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I guess over here, but I think we're gonna call it. There's a nice little chill place in the story, so I don't want to... Yeah, it's up there. As I wander around here and kind of see what else is going on. But yeah, that's Final Fantasy 16. It's out now. Oh, I just went the wrong way. Dorgal, why didn't you tell me? This person is here, but...
That a hanged man I see? Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Okay,
I wonder if Cid's found anything.
Man, his blue flames.
Bloody cowards! setting upon us after dark. I'd like to see them try again when the sun's high.
Okay, so that'll do it. That's a good place to stop, I think. Ooh, black blood. That's the good stuff there. Alright. Hey, Torgal, where are you at? Let's give him one good pet. There we go. Yeah, I'll look at the trophies real quick. Curious if anything's being tracked. Okay, there's stuff being tracked. Jeez, 68 places. I'm gonna sort this by rarity just to have an idea of when. Okay, lots of hidden stuff. Five enemies in the air. Deadly embrace. Yeah, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. I'll take that off and put this. I like to do that so I have an idea of like the numbered ones. Not that there's a ton there, but yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a good weekend ahead. We'll be back on Tuesday, I believe. I believe I'll be able to do a stream that day. I think I'm planning on Tuesday, Wednesday. Let me see here if I've got it. No, that's not gonna help me out. I was gonna double check the stream schedule I made. And there it is. Let's see. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'll be available for much of the holiday weekend there. Though that's only going to mean Friday and Saturday streams as the usual. So maybe we'll come back to this on Tuesday. Maybe not. I'm trying to think of my availability on that stuff. But yeah, we'll probably be streaming some Tell Me Why before Pride month ends here. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a good one. And yeah, how about I equip that gear I got so I don't be a dum-dum. Timely assistance is not. Okay, so yeah, you can't. It's kind of annoying that the accessibility stuff essentially is tied to filling up one or more of these slots. So if you need any of those, you're giving up like little stat boost stuff. I feel like that should be outside of that, but you know, I don't really have much say on that stuff. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a good weekend. And yeah, this is out on PS5 right now, $70. But I got this from Gamefly, so that's a good value for me. So thank you all. Have a good one. See you next time.